Hello everyone, I'm Greg Otta with FedScoop TV, and we're here at the Social Innovation Summit today, and I'm talking with Dunkin, the CIO of the EPA. Ann, thanks for joining us today.
Thanks, Greg. Glad to be here.
So let's talk about big data. How is your job and the mission of your agency impacted by the massive amount of data that's been coming through federal agencies lately?
So for EPA, it's just huge because environmental data is core to what we do, and we have to figure out ways to collect and manage and understand and analyze more and more data. So it's everything from the data storage challenge to the accepting data from outside sources to actually being able to analyze that data and make sense of it.
What is one tool that you think could make your job a little bit easier?
So one of the things we're actually doing is we're getting ready to stand up an Internet of Things platform.
All right.
Because we've had people working all across the agency and bringing in data from sensors and sticking it in one platform or another. And so we've got all these little points of data around the agency where I've got some data here, I've got some data here, I've got some data there. They don't talk to each other. The formats aren't the same. The metadata is not correlated in a way that makes sense. So we can create one platform where we can ingest all that data, get a common format, and then we're able to analyze it.
So conversely, what is the one tool that you have right now that allows you to wrap your head around all the data that does come into the EPA?
Yeah, we've stood up some data analytics platforms and some data visualization tools. We're pretty early in the game on some of that stuff, but we have some good tools that our data scientists are working with, and they're really able to look at that data, look at some of our data. They can pick some test cases out, like enforcement data or correlating data from various, say, correlating all the data from one utility to see if they're being consistent across programs or something like that. So they're testing and playing a little bit with the tools they already have, and we're getting some good results from that.
So one last question. As you look 3-5 years into the future and big data matures, how do you see it impacting the mission inside your agency?
Well, I think it will continue to make us more and more knowledgeable about the environment. Right?
Okay.
So as we see citizen science and people having sensors, all over the country and all over the world, as sensors get cheaper and cheaper and as data storage gets cheaper and cheaper, we'll have much better data about the state of our environment. And that will help us do better analysis and know what we need to do for environmental protection. What are the trends and where do we think things are going and what problems do we need to solve?
Great. Well, Ann, thanks for joining us today. Really appreciate it.
Thanks, Greg.